Red FM.
Obviously pleased with the result. It was, we knew it was going to be a tough game, tough place to go. It's always been a tough place to go. So we were hoping to pick something out of the game. In fairness, with the performance, the 3 points were deserved, and we were delighted to pick up 3 points.
Yeah, what did you make of Limerick yesterday, Tommy? I suppose they'd be hoping to be contenders for promotion, but that result is a bit of a setback for them.
Yeah, well, it's early days in the season itself, so it's hard to judge. I know people are settling down, and you know, teams are starting to settle down and stuff like that. So it will probably 10 to 15 games before you really realise who's going to be contenders or not. But on yesterday's, looking at yesterday's performance and that, I have to be honest, I think Waterford and Derry will be the two teams that will be on the promotion side of things.
Yeah, and in terms of your own performance yesterday, Tommy, how happy were you with it overall?
Oh, we were delighted. It was a place that, you know, we played really good football the week before against Merview. We did make some mistakes, but we did create a lot of chances against Merview. But yesterday was a completely different type of game. We had to play to the conditions and sort of be a little bit more physical in the game itself, and we were, and we did do that, and we got the just rewards for it.
Yeah, 2 more goals for Graham Cummins yesterday, Tommy. Another for Davin O'Neill as well. The two lads seem to be going very, very well at the moment.
Yeah, I think the first goal especially was, like, from open play, was a great finish. The ball put across originally by Ian Turner and then back in by Shane Duggan, and Graham attacked the ball brilliantly, and his finish, like his accuracy with his header, both headers he had were excellent, and then Davin's finish was a really great volley at the back post. The deliveries for the 2 free kicks from Paul Deasy were excellent, so I think Paul was saying that it was easy for the 2 lads just to finish them off, you know.
Yeah, do you think the team is finally starting to gel now, Tommy, as each week goes by? I suppose looking back at the first home game against Waterford, maybe the lads looked a bit disjointed. It didn't really know one another. Last week against Merview, it looked a lot better, and I suppose yesterday is proof that they are starting to gel again.
Yeah, it's if we can get a settled team and the same group of players, or sort of, let's say, 14 players that can come in and out and play regularly, I think we'd be okay. But yesterday we picked up a couple of injuries. Next week we don't have a lot of people available to us due to different circumstances. So it's going to be a week-to-week situation. It's going to be difficult at times. But once we're at full strength, we should be able to give most teams a good game in this division. So it is, I do agree that the last couple of weeks has helped us with getting games under our belt and learning from different things and getting systems right, that what way we wanted to play at different times against different teams. We're starting to get that a little bit better. So I think you're right, we are starting to gel a bit more, but we hope that we can keep everybody healthy and everybody available so we can continue that.
Yeah, you mentioned last week as well, Tommy, after the Merview game, that you're very keen to get things right defensively. Still waiting to keep that first clean sheet. You must have been quite disappointed to have given away that late goal yesterday.
Yeah, I think on 80 minutes, you know, it was a little bit of lack of concentration at that stage, and I know you're going to get that with some young players, so you really have to keep them on their toes all the time, and that's where the senior players will come into effect there. But it's something it's part of the learning process, so we have to just improve that side of it as well, so that we can keep it. We were a little bit disappointed after the game, not with the result, but as you said, with the not keeping the clean sheet, because as defenders and as a team and as a manager, you want to be able to keep the goals against column down as much as possible, because that's something that's really important for the team to have any chance of progressing and being successful.
Yeah, you're up to third now in the table, Tommy. Early days, obviously, but in terms of the expectations of supporters, I'm sure you'll be reminding them not to get carried away.
Oh, like, yeah, like next week, like yesterday, we played really well and we got 3 points and we're third in the table. Like next week can paint a completely different picture if results go certain ways. It's very early days and we're trying to just keep progressing, and I would ask the supporters still to be patient, because there might be 1 or 2 new faces again next week and they mightn't be up to speed and on what we're looking for or from a playing side of things. So it will be a period of over the next couple of months to get things settled down, and we won't be getting carried away, that's for certain.
Yeah, and you mentioned earlier as well, Tommy, the bad news yesterday was the injuries to Uros and Stephen Mulcahy. Is there any update on the 2 lads?
Stephen Mull got an X-ray this morning, and luckily enough there's no broken bones, so he should be okay. We're not sure. There's a lot of bruising. It's a little bit of ligament damage, but we're going to give him intensive treatment to try get him ready for Friday. Uros was a really bad challenge on him on his ankle, again swollen. Not really sure how things will be until it settles down. So they're 50-50 both of them at the moment to make next Friday.
Yeah, just very finally, Tommy, it is Longford at the Cross next Friday. They're playing Derry later on tonight. What are you be expecting from them?
I'm going to travel up to have a look at that match tonight, so I'd be expecting from Longford to be more organised than they have been in week. They've conceded a lot of goals, so I'm sure Tony Cousins will be working on trying to get that side of things right as well. So Derry, it's a difficult game for them at home, but they've a strong enough squad. They've assembled quite a few players. They had a couple of injuries and they're starting to come back, so it'll be a tough game for us, I have to say. It'll be again another hard fought game, like I think all the games will be throughout the season. So we just hope that everybody can come and support the lads, and the 12th man really comes into play, and they have been absolutely brilliant so far, because 700 to 800 of them there in Limerick yesterday, like 2,200 at home to Merview, 4,500 against Waterford. Like, it's been brilliant, and I just hope that they continue supporting the club.
Red FM.